So I've started my New Year's resolution and I'm kicking off strong. What are the number one things? What are the top 3 to 5 things that I have to focus on in order to achieve my goals? This is Evolve Strong with CJ, and this is CJ. I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. This is my claim to fame. This is what I do, and I have a 100% success rate at this point. If you do what I tell you to do and you show up. So anyways, hey, to all of those brand new listeners and to those of you just joining into Rise of Phoenix, Shred, personal training, the 12-week challenges that are here at our club, or if you are just now finding me in the virtual world and you're just getting to know me, welcome. Nice having you guys here. I really appreciate it. 26-year veteran in the fitness industry, kind of know what works. And right now I'm hitting this 100% success rate. So let's talk about the basics, guys. I'm going to be and those of you who are with me and who have been with me forever, this is a refresher course of what works. And don't try to fix what's not broken. Let me repeat that to my oldies, my goodies, my VIPers, my guys that have been with me forever. Do not fix what is not broken. One of the, we all as humans have the bright and shiny syndrome. When something is brand new and it's bright and shiny, it gets our attention and we try to do it, right? These are what we call fads, or these are what we call easy fixes, but they're not long-term and they are just that, easy fixes. And when it's easy to get, it's very easy to leave us, right? Let's come back to the basic principles of losing weight, losing inches, toning, muscle development, all in all, okay? Most of you guys want to lose a few inches. Some of you are already there and want to maintain. So the concepts are very similar, okay? Number one, and keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it so simple. You have to move every day. That's number one. I call it the Phoenix method, because my logo, my everything that surrounds Evolve, my company, my brand is the Phoenix. It's the mythical bird, the Phoenix. And what it means is it's a rise from the ashes. It signifies me. In 2008, I was homeless, drunk, and freaking in my truck trying to figure out where I was going to get either my next hire or try to figure out how to make life worthwhile. And since then, I've used fitness as my passion to keep my head on the right path. And it's through movement on a daily basis that keeps my mind right. It keeps my mind where I was going to say straight, but some of you know that. Anyways, keep my mind right. Keep my mind focused. Because if it weren't for movement, I would probably be in the grave or, somewhere in a home, an institution somewhere, right? So for me, movement is critical just in life. But for you, and in general, those of you wanting to progress in life or maintain the same quality of life or improve your life, movement is critical. And it has to be done within, at an intensity level that affects change. So those of you wanting to improve, the Hey Helens, the Mirna, who is just now starting back up, who found me, who hadn't been with me 13 years, who found me again, she wants to get rid of the Hey Helens. Hey Helens are the triceps. When you wave and then the bottom of your arm continues to wave, that is what we call a Hey Helen. Those of you wanting to get rid of your muffin tops, the spare tire around those waists. Those of you wanting to get rid of cottage cheese, the little indentations on the legs, Some of you want to actually increase the curvature of your butt. You got to move. You got to work. You got to do the work. And it burns off all of, it starts to affect your fat stores, right? So there's 2 parts to a weight loss equation: energy out and energy in. So energy in is the food. So energy out, if you burn off at least 20 to 30 minutes a day, that's the bare minimum. 20 to 30 minutes a day of hard work will absolutely affect change. I would prefer that you at least do an hour a day with your work. Now, for the general individuals and those of you coming into Rise of Phoenix, very different than Shred, very different than personal training. If you guys are not ready for that level yet, a minimum of 4 hours a week is what all of the scientists say affect change. At least 4 hours a day. Now you can break that up into 30-minute sessions, morning and night, or you could do it over a period of 7 days. Just get a combined amount of 4 hours a week. That will begin to affect change. It probably won't get you the changes that you think you want and desire in regards to like six pack and nice butt, arms. You're gonna have to really push at least to 6 hours a day with, I mean, not a day, 6 hours a week for that. You really do, in order to affect real change. And if you're guided by one of the instructors here at Evolve or myself, we will put you through the process that you need to get there. You don't have to be blind inside of a gym. So log in. There's free YouTube videos. There's all kinds of free aspects if you're not willing to invest. But if you're willing to invest and need that accountability, that's what we're here for, okay? Second thing, guys, so movement. And it's a broad spectrum. Some of you can't even get off of a chair. Some of you may want to do sprints, So we got to figure out what works for you, but it has to be at least 4 hours a week. Those of you in Shred and in my programming, it is 6 hours a week minimum. Now, second thing, nutrition. Now, I do not believe in diets. I just don't, okay? Now, eventually, you're going to get set up into something, but I believe in being accountable for what you are eating. So you have to journal your food, everything you put into your system, everything you put in. It could be a hard journal. It could be, there's all different kinds. We use MyFitnessPal because it links with our app. And, you just have to be accountable for what you're doing. You cannot be mindlessly eating every day and not without a plan. So, when we're going home and we have no willpower at 8 o'clock at night, this is CJ, and McDonald's chicken nuggets are screaming at you, or Maverick, or I have had a bad day and the Maverick cranberry fritters screaming at me, right? That is mindless eating. But if I have a plan and I have something at home to eat, or I know exactly how many calories I have left, then I'll make a different choice of that Maverick 800-calorie cranberry fritter or going to McDonald's, right? Those two things are not unhealthy in and of themselves. If it's something that you're celebrating and you've just ran a marathon, that Maverick fritter could be the best recovery sugars that you can get, right? Or if your kid loves that and you like to share that and it's social, it's wonderful. If you have kids and every once in a while you go to McDonald's and want to play in the playground with them and you do it, it's great. It's easy food, but it can be very caloric dense and very high in sugars and processed foods, okay? So again, be accountable for what you're eating. Then when you're accountable for what you're eating, then you know exactly how many calories you're eating during the day. Then you can figure out your proteins and your macro distributions and all that to see if you're actually doing what is necessary to affect change. And with that data, then you make small little changes. Like if you want to lose weight, reduce the amount of calories every single week by maybe 100 or 200. So say you're eating 1,500 calories, maybe reduce it to 1,300 the next week to see if that affects change. So if you're moving every day and you're reducing your calories and accountable, okay, probably weight loss is going to begin to occur, right? Get that? Super damn simple. Those are the number 1 and number 2 steps of the Phoenix principle. Phoenix method, my method. Nothing crazy about it. It's not some like weird scientific, all this kind of, this is real work, real food. Cool. Number 3, be accountable for what you are doing, meaning you have to get on the scale every single week. You have to take measurements of your belly every single week if you're wanting to do abs. Or get a coach to where you have to be accountable to someone. It could be a friend of yours that, every single week you've got to report your progress. Does that make sense? 3 simple, very, very simple tactics that you have to do every single day or week in order to affect positive change or the change you desire on your body, on your mind, on your spirit. That's it. That's it. I told you there's no magic in what I do other than 26 years of history, being able to help guide you, keep you accountable, kick your ass while making you smile. That's magic. Actually, I have to say, I did a kick-ass shot class yesterday. That was magical. That really was freaking awesome. I absolutely loved it. You guys killed it. Those of you listening that were in the room, it was amazing. It's so cool to be able to do that 26 years later in this industry and just see the hoop and the holler and the sweat and the curse and the all the fun of a fitness class, because that sweating and that endorphin release and that dopamine release, it's just, there's nothing like it. If you guys want to try it out, hit me up. I'd love to have you guys virtually or in person. All right. Hey, I'm going to also ask you guys a big favor. When you get off of this, would you please rate this, check it off like you mean it, and share it. I really appreciate that. That helps me out a lot, knowing if I'm on the right track, if I'm not on the right track, and it helps share the wealth. All right. Hey, from my heart to yours, guys, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolve strong. You have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.